Hi, this is a quick video to show you how to extract or determine what Pantone color values would be for a given color in your Photoshop document. So for example, if this was a color that you were trying to figure out like what the PMS color value would be, this is kind of a little cheat or a quick way that you can try to at least be in the same ballpark of the color. So let's take a look. So what I have here is I have a page from a corporate identity manual, and they have the colors listed in here. So I thought this would be kind of like a good way for you to, or for us together, to see if this method is accurate or will at least get us in the right ballpark. So let's start off with grabbing our eyedropper tool. By the way, just to let you know, I've opened it up in in two different versions actually. One in RGB and one in CMYK. So we're going to try the RGB value image first, see which one is more accurate, because we have the Pantone color numbers right here, and we have our eyedropper tool. Now, the eyedropper tool might be hidden. It could be under something, but in this case, I've got the eyedropper tool out right here. So I'm going to select this color. And what that does, when I select this color, it put it to the background. I'm going to move it to the foreground. It doesn't really matter. Either way would work. But it's loaded up my color palette over here. So I'm going to, now that I have this exact color, I'm going to go ahead and double click. And this is going to give me basically what Photoshop thinks the color is. You know, the different values, the hue, saturation, brightness, RGB, CMYK, and all that stuff. Doesn't really help us for Pantone colors, but while it's loaded in, we can go to color libraries and we can pick whatever color library that we want to use. Now, let's look at Pantone solid coated. And it's telling us that it's 7404. That's not really very close to what that was. But what if we come back to the original one that I had selected, which was Pantone plus solid coated? It's telling us that it's PMS 115. Now here it's saying that it's 116. That's really, really close, so that's not too bad. In fact, let's try to zoom in and make sure we're getting 100% of the color value. I'm going to reset to black and white, come here so you can see it. And then I'm going to double click on here, go to my color libraries, and it's saying it's 115. So that's really, really close with the yellow. So let's see this color. Boy, I don't know if this is going to do a good job with it, but we'll go ahead and select it. So I'm going to double click on the background color here, and we're going to go to our color libraries. And it's telling me that it's Pantone 136C, which is in the right neighborhood for that. So we're at least getting close. I have the feeling this one's not going to probably be as accurate, but let's try this color. So I'm going to select it, double click, and let's go to our color libraries, and it's telling me that's Pantone 655C. That's really pretty far off. Visually it's going to look right, but it's pretty far off from what they're actually asking for. Now, I know, you graphic designers out there, I know that this is not the best way to do this. I know this is not the most accurate way to do it because you're taking values from an RGB image that has come from a PDF. So this is just to get us in the right ballpark. So let's cancel this and let's see what it looks like from CMYK. So if we double click this, it was telling us that it is Pantone 655. So let's sample it from the CMYK value and double click and go to color libraries. Now it's telling us in the CMYK value image that it's 295, and 295 is a heck of a lot closer to 289 really than the other values. So that's pretty interesting. So you might want to open up a CMYK value image versus like an RGB image. But any of these techniques are going to get you close enough to where you're going to be able to see at least, or to be in the right ballpark. So if we select this one and double click, go to color libraries, we're in Pantone again, 136, that's the right neighborhood. You can, I'm not sure if this picks up on your screen, but it's a little light. You know, if we went here, it's a little dark, and that's why it's going to be 1235. So, but anyways, that's it. So if you're like really stuck and you can't figure out what the Pantone color is, or at least in the right area if someone's asking you for it, this should get you there at least part of the way. So let's take a look at sampling a color from a photograph. So let's just say you wanted to pick this color sky, or one of the images. So I'm going to zoom in, and you'll see that it's pretty low resolution. I think I got this from Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. So, but you can still, it's pixel based, you can pick a pixel value, maybe something in here, and we can double click and go to color libraries, and that'll give you something that's in the right neighborhood. It's pretty pronounced over here, but it's a good start for you if you're going to use, if you literally want to pick a sample color out of a photograph to use as an accent color or to use as a type color or something like that. So, and that's it. That's all I've got. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.